destroying so sweetly. Now there is a fire in me, a fire that burns. This fire is out of control. We're gonna burn this city, burn this city. This fire is out of control. We're gonna burn this city, burn this city. This fire is out of control. This fire is out of control. This fire is out of control.
Oh my god, I gotta come on and talk about this, because this is easily, in my honest to God opinion, the most disgusting storyline, the most disgusting angle I have seen in wrestling probably since Katie Vick. It's a toss-up between which one's worse. Either Katie Vick with Triple H fucking a supposed dead person, or what the hell I just saw TWRP cover on their channel. For those of you who are not aware, All Elite Wrestling had a show apparently last week. I think AEW Full Gear was the name of it. I didn't watch the show. I haven't watched AEW since the Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley exploding ring match. It's been that long since I've actually sat down and watched an AEW show. So it's been quite a while. But I hear about things that happen in AEW every now and again. I did see when CM Punk debuted there, and obviously you all saw I did a video talking about the drama involving him and Jungle Boy, and then of course I did a video talking about CM Punk being fired. Speaking of CM Punk, there's a lot of rumors going around that he's supposedly reappearing in WWE tonight. Survivor Series is happening tonight at the time of me recording this video. I'm not going to watch the show, but I am going to watch TWRP react to the show. They're the only ones that I watch on YouTube that cover professional wrestling. I don't watch Jim Cornette anymore. I don't watch JR. I don't watch Bischoff. Every now and again, I see something from Dutch Mantel, but I'm not even subscribed to Dutch Mantel's channel because I don't agree with everything that he says. I just see things that he uploads every now and again. It pops up in my recommended. I don't watch WWE highlights. I don't watch AEW highlights. I don't watch New Japan. I don't watch Impact Wrestling, soon to be TNA again. I don't watch that crap because, number one, I don't have the time for it. Number two, personally, I just don't really give a shit about professional wrestling that much anymore. I'll keep up with it every now and again, like I said, by watching TWRP, but I haven't watched this shit in a very long time. The last full-length WWE show I watched was the 30th anniversary of Raw, and I barely made it through all the way to the end of that show. That show was just a fucking train wreck of boredom. But AEW, congratulations. You guys have booked an angle so disgusting, so nasty, so disgusting, so pathetic, so gross, so sickening. I haven't seen anything in professional wrestling that made my stomach turn this bad since Katie Vick. And Katie Vick happened 20 plus years ago. Apparently there was a match between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. I know who Hangman Adam Page is because he's been around in AEW ever since the beginning. I don't know who the fuck Swerve Strickland is. That name does not ring any bells for me. I don't know who the fuck he is. Sorry, I don't watch the product. I don't know who the fuck he is. All I know is that they had a match. And supposedly it was some Texas death match style match. Basically like an Extreme Rules match, but set to the extreme. One of the spots in this match was a spot where Hangman Page took a stapler and stapled, it looked like a sticky note to the side of Swerve Strickland's head, and then ripped it off his face, which caused a massive amount of blood to come out. And then he grabs Swerve Strickland by the hair, gets down on the ground right in front of him, and I can't believe I'm about to say this. Hangman Adam Page lets Swerve Strickland's blood pour onto his face and into his mouth, and is literally drinking another man's blood in the middle of the ring. I'm going to show a clip of what happened. In case you don't believe me, in case you think I'm bullshitting, I'll show you the clip here. I hope this video doesn't get copyright claimed by AEW. I hope I don't get a fucking strike, because I know AEW is on full-on damage control right now on YouTube, trying to take everything down, covering this, because of how disgusting it was. Like, the fact that they even gave these two permission to do this angle on live pay-per-view, it just baffled me. There is no true authority figure in AEW. None. None of the boys in the locker room are going to stand up and put their foot down and say, yeah, we don't need to do this. Tony Khan ain't going to put his foot down and say, we're not going to do this. There's no true authority figure in that company. I'm going to warn you that what you're about to see, if you have a weak stomach, you might want to skip ahead. Hell, you might not want to watch this video, period. This entire video that I'm doing here, you might not want to watch it, period, because of the topic that I'm talking about and what I'm about to show. If you have a weak stomach, I recommend you skip ahead. I'll put a timestamp in the video. I can't put it in the description, but I'll put a timestamp here in the video to where you could skip ahead, just so you don't have to see what I'm about to show. This is so disgusting that I'm having to alter the color of the video to black and white. So hopefully I don't get in too much trouble. Here's the clip, and if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go get me a barf bag.
Oh, that's what oh my God. And now Swerve left with a permanent reminder. Oh!
Living up to his word. Oh, look at this!
What the hell is wrong with him? Oh my God, no!
Oh God. Oh my God, that was fucking disgusting. To anybody out there, by the way, that wants to say that I'm a pansy, that I'm a pussy, that I'm a fucking SJW, because I can't handle seeing a grown man drink another grown man's blood in the middle of the ring. This is not what I watch professional wrestling for, okay? If these two would have had a match where they just beat the shit out of each other, and then there was an outcome where somebody wins, somebody loses, or the match just ends in a draw where they beat the shit out of each other to where both of them have to be hospitalized, I would have been fine with that. I would have been okay with that. I wouldn't have watched the match, and I'm not going to watch the match. But if they would have had that outcome, great, fine and dandy. But to have this angle, in this match, and according to people in the comment section on TWRP's chat, this was the co-main event. This was the second to last match of the show. How the fuck are you going to follow this with another match? CM Punk could have re-debuted in AEW in the very next match. That would be the second most talked about event of the night. Everybody's talking about this. Everyone is talking. It made mainstream news. This made mainstream fucking news. When's the last time you heard of AEW making mainstream news? The last time I remember was when they fired CM Punk. It's like every time this company tries to make mainstream news, it's always for a negative reason. Always for a negative reason. And this damn sure doesn't help. I don't watch professional wrestling. I don't want to watch professional wrestling that involves a man cutting open another man, busting open another man in the middle of the ring, and then proceeding to drink his fucking blood in the middle of the ring. And then people are going to say, oh, well, he spit it out afterwards. He fucking drank the blood before he spat it out. And even if, let's say hypothetically, even if he didn't drink the blood and he spit it out, that blood is still in his system. It's still in his mouth, whether he spit it out or not. The bacteria from that, the diseases that, you don't know if Swerve Strickland has any diseases. And if he does, congratulations, you dumbass. Now, you drank his blood, it's in your mouth, it's going to be in your system. So if he has any diseases, now it's going to transfer over to you. You don't know if he has HIV. You don't know if he has AIDS. You don't know if he has any drugs in his system. Oh, AEW does a drug test. Who's to say he didn't do drugs that day? Maybe he decided, hey, this motherfucker's crazy enough to drink my blood in the middle of the ring. I'm going to shoot myself up with some pills. I'm going to shoot myself up with some fucking heroin or crack or something. Just put whatever type of really bad type drug in my system. That way when he drinks my blood, he gets infected with what's in my body. I'm not the only one that gets affected. He gets affected too. Who's to say he didn't do that? Now, I would hope that he didn't do it. But who's to say that he didn't? He could have done it as a way to get revenge. We don't know that, at least until it's too little too late. Disgusting. Fucking sick, fucking disgusting. This is why I haven't watched professional wrestling in a long, long time. I keep up with it, but I don't like watching this shit. Sick, disgusting. Like, I got a pretty strong stomach, and this is enough to make my stomach turn. And I have a pretty strong stomach. AEW, fuck you. Tony Khan, fuck you. Swerve Strickland, fuck you. Hangman Adam Page, fuck you. You know, when CM Punk said that you're an empty-headed dumb fuck, maybe he actually was right for once. Because after seeing some shit like this, after doing what you just did, you are an empty-headed dumb fuck. And you're not the only one in AEW that's a dumb fuck. It seems like the whole company is run by dumb fucks. How the fuck do you greenlight an angle like this and say, oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, that's not going to piss off our sponsors. Oh yeah, that's not going to really gross out the fans, and they're going to be sitting there like, oh, what the fuck? Let's say somebody who hasn't watched professional wrestling in years decides, hey, I haven't watched wrestling in years. I haven't watched AEW in quite some time. Or I haven't watched wrestling in, say, 10, 15 years. Hey, there's this new wrestling promotion, AEW. They got a pay-per-view tonight. I got about $100 to blow. I'm going to buy the pay-per-view. They buy the pay-per-view and they make it to this match and they see that segment. They're going to think to themselves, what the fuck did I just spend money on to watch? Or, let's say they watch the segment on YouTube. I mean, it's on YouTube for now until AEW goes around and freaking takes everything down. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to target this video too. which my response is, this video is going to be backed up over on my Rumble account. I'm going to have a backup file of this video, upload it to Rumble, just in case they take it down off of YouTube. Now, I can't put a link down below in the description to my Rumble account anymore because YouTube took away my premium features. I tried reapplying for the premium features, which is basically like, you know, you can put like links to different sites that aren't YouTube in the description box. You can upload a lot more daily. You can do a lot of things that you can't do if you were just, you know, a standard user. I tried sending them my identification twice. For some reason, they didn't approve it. I have to wait 30 days. I gotta wait till fucking Christmas to reapply again. No, it's not a partner program. I'm not a partner with YouTube. I don't make money off of YouTube. It's just to get advanced features to where I could upload a lot more daily and I can do a little bit more with my channel. And unfortunately, I don't have those features. So I can't link my Rumble account in the description, so I'll just try to link it here in the video. I'll put a link here in the video to the video on Rumble in case you want to, you know, check it out over on Rumble on that site. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just figured I'd come on and talk about this. This is easily the most disgusting storyline AEW has ever done. This is the most disgusting angle they've ever done. Period. This is... It's not the most disgusting storyline I've ever seen, but it's the second worst. This is number 2. This is numero number 2, right behind Katie Vick. Katie Vick, I don't think anything's gonna top that. I don't think anything's gonna ever top Katie Vick. I mean, having Triple H fuck a supposed dead person, a mannequin in a coffin on live television on Monday Night Raw, that was... Whoever greenlit that angle deserves to be fired out of a cannon into the fucking sun. I don't care if it was Vince McMahon himself that booked that angle. Whoever it was needs to be fired into the fucking sun. Not just fired from the company. You need to be fired into the sun and just fucking boil for even coming up with an idea like that. Fucking sickos, man. I swear. Sick fucking freaks. Congratulations, AEW. You have your quote-unquote Katie Vick angle. I hope you're enjoying all the attention you're getting from it. And hell, I guess you could say I'm giving you attention right now with this video. But I'm not going to talk about this segment again on my channel. I'm not going to bring it up. I don't want to bring it up. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about this shit. You're so in the toilet in ratings. You're so shit in the ratings that you're resorting to doing shit like this to get attention. Newsflash, it ain't working for you. The ratings are still low. TWRP brings up the ratings for your shows every time they do their videos every week. You are getting less than 300,000 viewers for Rampage and Collision. Now, I'm pretty sure you're getting about 700K for Dynamite, but just the fact that your other two shows have less than 300,000 viewers, fucking TNA Impact 10 years ago had higher ratings than you. And they were running shows in front of 100 people. They had better ratings on television than you. And while TNA had controversial angles, they never had a segment, as far as I'm aware, they never had a segment on their show in their company where somebody busted somebody open in the middle of the ring and then drank their blood. And by the way, to anybody that wants to say, oh, well, the Brood back in the Attitude Era, they drank blood out of a cup. They had blood poured on people. They didn't bust people open and drink their blood. Okay? And besides, the blood that was in the cup, the supposed blood that was in the cups that Gangrel would drink, outside of a few occasions where it actually supposedly was real blood, he didn't bust anybody open to drink the blood from them. Even though it was a vampire gimmick, as far as I'm aware, that did not happen. Most of the time, the supposed blood that was in the cup was either fruit punch or grape juice. Although, I did hear every now and again he did actually put real blood in it. But it wasn't human blood. It was animal blood. Speaking of which, you know the blood that came from the ceiling that dropped down on the wrestlers that the Brood used to do? Now, I will admit, that was actual blood. Most of the time, that was actual real blood, but it wasn't from a human, it was from an animal. WWF back then would go to some slaughterhouse, get a lot of animal blood, put it up in the rafters, and then drop it down on somebody as part of a storyline. I don't think Gangrel, Edge, and Christian, I don't think the Brood had a segment back in the day. If they did, you can correct me. But I'm pretty sure they did not have a segment back in the day where they busted somebody open in the middle of the ring on live television or on pay-per-view and start drinking their blood. Literally drinking their blood from their opponent's body during the match. I don't think they did that. And if they did, that's still fucking disgusting. Like I said, if these two would have had a match where they would just beat the shit out of each other, perfectly fine. Whatever. You two want to have a Texas death match where you beat the unholy hell out of each other? Great. Fine and dandy. By all means, go right on ahead. But when we get to the point where we're using staplers to staple sticky notes to people's foreheads, where we're drinking blood, the actual human blood from our opponent in the middle of the match. Like, I could understand if the blood got on Hangman Page's hand and he, like, brushed at his face accidentally and the blood got in his mouth and he spit it out. I could understand if it was accidental. It happened before in wrestling. It happened before and it'll probably happen again in the future. But to purposely bust your opponent open and drink his blood, his actual real blood, there's no excuse for that. It was sick, disgusting. It didn't belong on the show. It did not belong in this match. It makes everybody involved with the angle look fucking stupid. Real talk. Even in ECW, I know people are going to say, what about ECW? ECW never resorted to shit like this. Sure, they had their controversial moments. They had their controversial angles. Nothing of this caliber. Nothing like this. You didn't see New Jack bust somebody open in the middle of the ring and then start drinking their blood like it was fucking fruit punch. I'm done ranting about this. I'm done talking about this. I know I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off with this video. Quite frankly, I don't fucking care. Fuck AEW. Fuck Swerve Strickland. Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck Hangman Adam Page. Fuck everyone in the locker room. Fuck everyone in the locker room who didn't put their foot down and say, yeah, you shouldn't do this. Fuck everyone in that company. Fuck the people that support this shit. Fuck you too. If you actually supported this angle, fuck you. Usually I say more power to you, but sometimes I have to make exceptions for that. And if you thought this was perfectly okay, I'm sorry, but fuck you. No, it's not. It's sick, it's gross, and it doesn't belong in professional wrestling. No wonder why I stopped caring about this shit. No wonder why I stopped watching this shit. And as for AEW, It'll be a cold day in hell before I sit down and watch one of your shows again, start to finish. Cold day in hell. Edge Runner Gaming HD signing out. Peace.
They will find me through the flames, flames that run down through my veins. I will make the city burn. We're not planning to return. Trying so hard to be free, to make